Alright, so it's 7:30, so let's make a start. As you are with the eyes closed, maybe the arms are up and over your head, or maybe they're down by your side. Just see what feels good for you today, and really starting to think about your breath and how you're breathing. Okay, so taking at least 5 counts to breathe in through the nose. And at least 5 counts to breathe out through the nose. Breathing in, filling yourself up. And breathing out, just relaxing into the shape. Long, full breaths in, just setting the rhythm and the tone for your class ahead. And long, slow breaths out, relaxing into each shape. Just every round of breathing, see if you can check in with different parts of your body. So maybe notice how your shoulders feel one round. Maybe check in with the rib cage, with the spine. See how your hips feel pressing into the mat, how your legs feel, how your feet feel. And can you just relax your face? Take one more round of nice, long, slow, deep breaths. Breathing this way, just to help wake up your body, wake up your mind. So if you've got the arms above the head, you can bring the hands down and then just roll over onto your right side and take the block away. Just pop the block to one side and settle the back of the body into the mat now. Yeah, have your hands down by your side and your palms face down. Knees touching, feet as wide as the mat. Just let your whole body and the whole back of your body relax into the mat. Keep the breath flowing nice and steady, and walk your feet a little bit closer towards each other. Big breath in, let the belly expand. And as you breathe out, draw your belly button back towards the spine. Start to tuck your tail under. Feel more of the spine on the floor there. And then keep pushing through the feet now to lift the hips up to the sky. And then let the spine lower down nice and slow. Feel each of the vertebrae touch the floor. Okay, and do that a few times. So as you breathe in, belly expands. And as you breathe out, belly button draws back, tuck your tail. Feel the glutes, the hamstrings, the quads, the hips, as you push through the feet and lift the hips up. And then lower the spine down nice and slowly. Feel each of the vertebrae there. Last time, breathing in. Breathing out, tucking the tail, push through the feet, feel the glutes, the hamstrings, the hip flexors, the core as you push your hips up. And then lower the spine down nice and slowly, vertebra by vertebra. Okay, so now keep the hands on the floor, bring your right knee into your chest and draw a big circle with the right knee. Maybe you can feel a little bit of clicking and conking going on there in the right hip. So just try and find a smooth pathway. And then take the circle the other way. How big can this circle be without moving your left leg, without lifting up that left hip? Okay, now from there, slot your right ankle just on top of the left thigh. flex your foot and open up the right knee. And you can take your arms up and over your head now if that suits you, if that feels okay. And as you breathe out, start to bring your left thigh into your chest, keeping your right leg where it is and your right foot flexed. And check in with your right hip. How does that feel there? So I like to pulse the leg in. This little pulsing action just feels like it's breaking down any stiffness in the fascia, warming up the muscles, just preparing my hips for the class. If you like, you could extend your left leg to the sky. How does that feel there? You know, if you need to use your hands to hold the leg there, you can, but start to circle your left ankle. Get all the clicks and clunks out of the way there. Okay, now we can lower the left foot back down onto the mat and extend your right leg all the way back up to the sky. Point your toes and draw a line with the right leg all the way down towards the floor at the front of the mat there. Okay, keep reaching, keep reaching, keep reaching. And then once the right foot touches the floor, rebend the right leg, have your right foot flat on the floor, and let's go with the left leg. Okay, so we'll bring the left knee into the chest and then create big circles there with the knee. Check in with that left hip now. How much movement have you got without opening up or without moving this right leg? Take the circle the other way. This is definitely a more clunky side. See, for me, see how it is for you. And then I'm going to take the left ankle on the front of the right thigh there. Flex your left ankle and open up the right knee. Arms up and over the head. And use the strength there of your core and the hip flexor to bring your right thigh into your chest there. And then you can start to pulse the leg if that feels good. To add a bit more to this, try pushing the left ankle into the right thigh and the right thigh into the left ankle, so you're creating a little bit of resistance there. If all feels well, extend your right leg to the sky. And then if you can, just circling out that right ankle. Take the circle the other way. Good. And very carefully lower your right foot back down onto the mat. And then take the left leg up to the sky. Then you can point the toes of the left foot and then try and draw a line with your left toes all the way to the floor at the top of the mat there. Good. Once the left foot touches the floor, extend your right leg all the way out as well, and then start to reach your fingers to the back of the mat and your toes to the front of the mat and try and do a full body stretch. Feel as tall and as long as you possibly can. And as you breathe out, bring your knees into your chest, wrap your arms around the shins, feel the whole spine on the floor now. Yeah, now I like to separate my knees, hook my elbows over my knees, interlace the fingers and really draw the hands back towards the chest. Rock from side to side. It is early in the morning, so it's nice to take this time just to move slowly into your bodies. And then may as well, while we're here, just move into happy baby. Okay, so you're bringing the soles of the feet to the sky, holding onto the outer edges of the feet and pressing the thighs down either side of the rib cage. It's nice to do a little wiggle here, so almost like you're lifting one hip up and then the other hip up, wiggling your way into the shape. Long breath in. And long breath out. Okay, releasing the feet. Take both legs straight up to the sky. Point your toes and then start to circle the legs. And what I love about this one is feeling that massage on my lower back. Also, can you feel the core? Where does it kick in? At what point in the circle does the core kick in? And then take the circle the other way. It doesn't need to be big, just enough to feel the massage on your back and slight engagement of your core. Then we can bring the knees into the chest and then start to roll up and down the spine. Really round the back so you can really fall forwards and back, massaging the spine. Good. You're going to roll all the way up into seated, and then maybe you can just take the feet behind you, lower your knees to the floor, sit the hips back into the heels, and relax into your child's pose shape. I want you just to relax completely. Yeah, I always find it hard to relax completely first thing in the morning in this child's pose shape. So it takes me a minute to let my hips relax. Big breath in. And a long breath in. Look forwards and come up onto all fours. And then slide right knee to right wrist, right foot over to the left wrist. Slide the left leg away. And then walk the hands forwards, fingertips into the floor. Relax the tummy, the chest, the head down. I want you to be active here. So push down through the outside of the right leg and push down into the top of the left foot. Breathing in. And breathing out. Walking your way back up. Tuck the back toes under. Lift your back knee up off the floor as much as you can. Lift the chest up and try and hook your right hip back. Breathe in. And breathe out. Hands down. You're going to take your right leg back and then come into a three-leg dog. So the heel comes to the bottom and open up the hip and then draw a big circle with your right knee. Remember, everything is waking up a part of your body. If you are mindfully breathing as well, the breath is going to help that. Take the circle the other way. Okay, so now with the right leg, bring the knee into the nose just for a moment. And like you did lying down on your back, slot the right ankle on the front of the left thigh there. And bend the knee, that left knee, push through the hands and send the hips up high. Yeah, so it's the same shape that you just did on the floor with the ankle crossed over the front of the thigh, but now we're in downward dog. You can wiggle side to side. See how that feels in the outer right hip. Lowering the right foot down. We bring the left knee to your left ankle. Left wrist. And the left foot over towards the right wrist. Slide the back leg away. You're in your pigeon pose, so walk your hands forwards now and relax the head down into the mat. So be active here. Push down through your left leg, yeah, through the outer left thigh there, and then push down through the top of your right foot. Breathing in and breathing out. Nice, guys. Walk your hands back. Tuck your back toes under and then take the left leg all the way back, heel to the bottom now so you can open up that hip. Enjoy the stretch of the right leg and then create a big circle with that left knee. I like to close my eyes and just check in with the left hip and the right hamstring and take the circle the other way. And then we can bring the left knee into your nose and then bring your left ankle just on the front of that right thigh there. Start to open up the left knee as much as you can and then push the hips back into this little strange downward dog. And you can let the hips move side to side. We're recreating the shape that we did lying down on our backs. You're going to come back to this shape as we move through the class today. Alright, release the left foot to the floor. Come up high onto your toes and bring yourself forwards into a plank pose. Lower the knees. Let the elbows brush the rib cage as you rest on the floor. Hands by your sides, palms down. Inhale, lift the head up, lift the chest up, lift the feet up, lift the hands up. Big breath in. And a long breath out. Yeah. Hands to the floor. Come up onto all fours. And then tuck your toes under. Push the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Okay, now let your feet come together so the toes touch. Breathe in, lift the right leg to the sky. Heel to the bottom, open up the hip. Bring your knee into your nose and then bring your right ankle back over the left thigh. Open up the knees and push the hips up to the sky. Yeah. Looking forwards, place your right foot inside your hands. Your back toes are down, heel is up, and lift your arms up into your high lunge shape. Yeah. So now start to bend the left knee and tuck your tail under and keep lowering the left knee to the floor, and then straighten the back leg. And again, so as you bend the left leg, the tail tucks and the left knee taps the floor, and then we can straighten that back leg. Okay, last time. Bend the back knee, tuck in the tail, firing up the left quad, right hamstring, and then straighten the back leg. Okay, we'll bring the hands heart center, twist left arm on the outside of your right knee, push your palms together as you look up to the top elbow. Breathing in, and breathing out. Good. Let the hands come either side front foot. Hope that right leg is talking to you nicely there. And we let the right foot move to the back into your plank shape. Yeah. So now you can drop your knees. Let the elbows brush the rib cage. Lower the body down. Lift the shoulders up and back to stretch the front of your body in your upward dog. And then take the hips up and back, downward facing dog. How does that feel there through your right leg? Breathe in. And breathe out. Bring your feet together to touch. And then breathe in to lift the left leg to the sky. Heel into the bottom so you can open up the hip there. Enjoy the stretch through the right leg. Draw the knee into the arms and then slot the left ankle, if you can, on the front of the right thigh. Push the hips up. You can always do a normal down dog here if this is awkward for you. Then looking forwards, place your left foot inside your left hands. The back toes are down, heel is up, and then start to lift the arms up to the sky into your high lunge shape. Don't worry if you're wobbly this morning. Some mornings it's just wobbly. So as you bend your right leg, see if you can tuck that tail under to lower your right knee to the floor, and then straighten the back leg. And again, so you're bending the right knee and tucking the tail and feeling the right knee tap the floor, and then straighten it. Last time, get that little tuck of the tail. See if the right knee can tap the floor, doesn't have to, and then straighten it. Good. Bring the hands heart center, lay over the front leg, and then right elbow outside the left knee. Press the palms together as you twist. Breathing in. Breathing out, just feel your whole body wrap around your spine. Lovely, guys. Let the hands rest either side front foot, and then let the front foot move to the back. Find your plank shape, and then elbows brush the rib cage, take the whole body down. Now you can always drop your knees. Lift the head and chest up, stretch the front. Take it up and back, downward facing dog. Big breath in. And open mouth, exhale, let it go. Good. Alright, so bring the toes to touch. Lift the right leg to the sky as you breathe in. Heel into the bottom, open up the hip. And if you can, bring your right knee in. Slot your right ankle on the front of that left thigh. Push the hips back, enjoy the stretch in the right hip there. And don't worry if you can't do this, down dog is fine. So now bring your right knee to your left elbow and extend your right leg to the side. Yeah, don't worry if the right leg is bent, that's fine. But try and edge your left foot back and try and draw your chest forwards. So you should feel this in the outer right thigh. Now here is good. Be here. If you can slide that left leg back a bit more, could you take the outer right thigh to the floor? Maybe walk your hands down. It's a mighty big stretch though, so if you want to stay up on your hands, stay there. Breathe in. And then breathe out. Walk the hands back. Are you breathing? Push through your left leg. And then bring your right foot inside your hands. One of my favourites. Reach your arms forwards and up, come up high lunge. And now drop your back heel 45, walk your front foot forwards, warrior two. Push into that front heel, could you wiggle the front toes? Breathe in, flip the front palm, reach it forwards and take it back. Breathe into the side of your body there. Well done guys. Windmill the hands down, right hand touches the floor, left hand follows. Lower the left hand down and walk your right foot over to the right. Bring your left foot in a little and then start to straighten both legs. Now you can have your hands on a block here. Breathe in, lift and lengthen. Breathe out and fold forwards. You're going to be able to do the can-can today. Okay, so rebend into your right leg, slide the left leg back. Front foot to the back so you find your plank. Elbows brush the rib cage, drop your knees if you need to. Lift the head and chest up, upward dog. Take it straight up and back, downward facing dog. Big breath in. And open mouth and exhale, let it go. Good. Bring your toes to touch. And then breathe in to lift the left leg to the sky. Heel into the bottom so you can open up the hip, enjoy the stretch there. Bring your knee in towards your nose, so you're not going so far. But then slot your left ankle on the front of the right thigh, bend your right knee and push your hips up. Good. From here, left knee to your right elbow. And then try and extend the left leg towards the right side. So this is good. Be here. This is enough. Doesn't matter if that left leg is bent, do what you can. If it's possible, slide your right leg back. Let the side of your left leg rest on the floor and take your hands forwards. It's a big stretch though guys, so don't worry if it's too much. Breathe in. Breathe out. Start to walk your hands back. Tucking the back toes and we'll bring your left foot inside your hands. Awesome guys. Reach the arms forwards and up, come up into that high lunge shape there. And then drop the back heel, walk your front foot forwards, find warrior two. Trying to line up the heel with your arch at the back foot. We'll flip the palm, breathe in, reach forwards, and then take it back and breathe into the side of your body. Inhale. Well done guys. Exhale, windmill the left hand down, right hand follows, plant the hand, pick your heel up, and then let the back foot come in a little. Squeeze the back heel towards the floor, come onto the fingertips maybe, or maybe you're on a block. But as you breathe in, try and lengthen the spine and try and have your hips level. So it's the right hip will want to be back, but try and bring this left hip back, right hip forwards. Exhaling, folding over the leg. Rebend into this left leg. Slide your right leg back. And then let the front foot move to the back. Hopefully legs are feeling nice and warm. You can drop your knees here or push your heels back and your head forwards. Elbows brush the rib cage. Breathe in to lift yourself up, upward facing dog. Breathe out to take it up and back, downward facing dog. Breathe in. And breathe out. Lower the knees to the floor. And sit back into your heels, take a child's pose, have a drink. What do you need? How does your body feel? It is early and we're opening and stretching the body, shaking out the night from our bodies. Keep the breath slow and steady. That's your little break. Okay, so reach your arms forwards. Come up onto all fours. Take a cat-cow, let the belly drop. Draw the head and chest forwards. And as you breathe out, tuck your tail under, round your back, chin to chest. Tuck the toes under and push your hips up and back into your downward dog shape. Bring your toes to touch, and as you breathe in, right leg to the sky. Heel into the bottom so you open up the hip. Bring your knee in towards your nose if you can. Slot right ankle on the front of the left thigh. If not, you can be in downward dog. From here, bring your right knee to your left elbow and just extend that right leg to the left side. Now look at the left heel and drop it down towards the right, so it's like a 45-degree angle. And bring your right hand next to your left hand and twist left fingers to the sky here. Breathe in. And then breathe out. Lower your left hand down. Take your right leg all the way back to open up the hip. Feel the stretch through the left leg. And now bring your knee into your nose to slot your foot inside the hands. Come up, high lunge. And then drop the back heel, 45. Walk your front foot forwards, warrior two. Yes. Breathe in, flip the palm, reach it forwards and take it back. Keep breathing into the side of the body as you push away from the back leg. And then windmill the right hand down, left hand follows. Square the hips so you're picking your back heel up and bring your right foot to the center of the mat more. Okay? That's it. And then standing on your right leg, come into a warrior three shape, which is a T shape. Back long, left leg lifted, arms by your side. Excellent, guys. Now start to bring your left thigh into your chest. If you're wobbling, don't worry, catch hold of a wall or something. And then bend your right leg, slot your left ankle on the front of the right thigh, hands come heart center. Imagine you're sitting into a chair. So we've worked on this shape, on our backs and in our downward dog. From here, could you take your left leg all the way back, right fingers towards the floor, and we're coming into a half moon shape. Keep that balance strong and steady. Your left hip is stacked on top of the right, your right fingers to the floor, maybe a block. Left hand comes down, are you still breathing? Left leg goes to the sky, heel into the bottom so you can open up the hip. And then bring your left foot to meet your right. Are you breathing? Well done. Inhale, lift the head and chest up into a halfway lift. And then exhale, plant the hands, jump or step the feet back into plank. Elbows brush the rib cage. You can drop your knees if you want. Lift the head and chest up, stretch the front. And then take it up and back, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Open mouth and exhale, let it all go. Bring the toes to touch. Inhale to lift the left leg up. Heel into the bottom, open up the hip. And as you breathe out, just bring your knee in slightly and then slot the ankle on the front of the right thigh. Don't worry if you need to skip this bit, you can be in down dog. Lovely. From here now, bring your left knee to your right elbow and extend the leg. You've got the side of the foot on the floor to help you there. Okay, now look at your right foot. Drop the back heel to the left. Bring your left hand closer to your right and then peel right fingers to the sky. Good. Right hand comes down. And we'll take the left leg all the way back.
heel to bottom so you can open up the hip there. Nice, guys. Bring your left knee into your nose now to slot your foot inside the hands. Don't forget, we can drop the back knee to get the foot forwards. Lift the arms up, come up into your high lunge shape. Yep. So you're going to drop your back heel 45, turn to the right, and move your front foot forwards. Breathe in, flip the front palm, reach it forwards and take it back, and breathe into the side of your body there. Good. So now windmill the left hand down. The right hand follows. Plant both hands down and pick your back heel up. Walk your left foot a little bit more to the center of the mat. And then step onto that left leg with confidence and start to rise into your warrior three. So this is a T shape, the back toes are down, the hips are level, body is strong. Breathe in. Now as you breathe out, hold on to a wall if you need to. Bring your right thigh up to your chest. Bend your left leg and just slot your right ankle on top of your left thigh. Bring your hands heart center. How does that right hip feel there? Yeah, hands can be on a block, on a wall, whatever you need. Okay, this is the big transition into half moon. Straightening your left leg, take your right leg back, send your left fingers to the floor. You can rest the left hand on the floor if it helps. Right hand to the sky and extend your right leg straight. Your right hip is stacked on top of your left. And if you fall and wobble, it's the rule that you have to laugh. Yeah, so if you fall over, you have to laugh. Right hand comes down. Right leg goes up, heel to bottom, open up the hip. Legs very much awake now. And then let your right foot fall to the floor. Breathe in, lift and lengthen, nice halfway lift. And then breathe out and fold it forward. Super, super heavy head. Okay, let's roll our way up to standing now. Take the hands behind you, the thighs forwards, the hips forwards, and lean back so you get that nice stretch to the front. And then lift the head and chest up and over, hinge from your hips. Well done, guys. Hands onto the floor, breathe in to scoop the head and chest up. Breathe out, plant the hands. Now you can jump the feet back, you can step them back. Vinyasa, elbows brush the rib cage, dropping your knees if you want. Lifting the head and chest up. And then take it up and back, downward facing dog. Breathe in. And breathe out. Stay with me a minute. Bring your big toes to touch. Lift your right leg to the sky. Heel into your bottom, open up the hip. So you can bring your knee in and slot your right ankle on the front of the left thigh there. Or not, you can go back to down dog. Right knee to touch your left elbow. Extend your right leg to the left side. Drop the back heel. Right hand closer to the left hand. Left fingers to the sky there. Yeah. Good, guys. Lower the left hand down. Start to pick that right leg back up and then bring your heel into your bottom so you can open up the hip. And then bring your right knee back into your nose, slot your foot inside the hands. Coming up into that high lunge shape, going with the flow now. And dropping the back heel, walk your front foot forwards, warrior two. Breathe in, flip the palm, reach it forwards, take it back. Breathe into the side of your body. And then windmill, right hand down, big circle, left hand follows. Hand plants down, right foot moves over to the right side. Back toes down, heel is up. And now turn your back toes towards the right side. Be on the edge of your foot, not on your ankle. And twist right fingers to the sky. Good. So now I want you to play with this. See if you can turn your right foot onto its side, so the sole of the foot is towards the sky. And then see if you can drop your right thigh towards the floor there. Left thigh. And then lift it back up. If not, don't worry. Yeah, just see if you can kind of lower a little bit. And then bring it right back up. Last one. See how low you can go. It doesn't matter if it's not at all. And then lift it back up. Well done. So we're going to come back, hands down, back toes down, front foot to the back. Your vinyasa, last but one. Coming into your upward dog. Take it up and back, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Long breath out. We're just using this last little flow, making the most of all that heat that you created, all that flexibility. So you bring your big toes to touch. Inhale, lift the left leg to the sky. Heel into your bottom so you open up the hip. Bring the left knee in. Try and slot the left ankle on the front of the right thigh. If not, just go downward dog. Well done. Bring your left knee to your right elbow and extend the leg. So have a look at that back foot. Drop the back heel 45. Left hand towards the right hand and then peel right fingers to the sky. Good. Lower your right hand down. Sweep the left leg up. Heel to bottom, open up the hip. Bring your left knee into your nose and then slot the foot there inside the hands. Good. Come up into your high lunge shape, lifting the arms up. Drop the back heel 45, walk your front foot forwards, finding that warrior two shape. Flip the palm, reach it forwards and take it back, breathe into the side. And then windmill the left hand down. Right hand follows. You want to walk your left foot over towards the left hand a little. Back toes down, heel is up. And then drop your back heel towards the right. Feel the edge of the foot on the floor there. Turn your front foot onto its side and lift left fingers to the sky. Now this is good right here. See though if it's possible for you to lower your right hip towards the floor. And then lift it right back up. Don't worry if not. Yeah, just be there. 2 more times. Seeing if you've got that elasticity in your inner and outer hips yet. And it doesn't matter if not, it's going to get there eventually. Last one. Well done, good. Plant the left hand down. Let your front foot move to the back. And vinyasa or skip it. You can go straight to down dog if you're tired. Take it up and back, downward facing dog. Big breath in. And open mouth, exhale, let it go. Nice guys. Bend the knees and look forwards. Drop your feet to your hands. Sit your bum onto your heels and then lower your bum onto the floor. Yeah, however you can do that. You're going to extend your legs out in front. Flex your feet, hands by your hips. Inhale, lift the head and chest up. And then exhale, just fold it forwards. How does that feel now in your hamstrings? Maybe feeling it in the backs of your knees. You can have your knees bent if that helps. You can be on a block if that helps. Big breath in, lift and lengthen. And long breath out, fold over the legs. Hopefully the morning feeling is starting to melt away a little bit. And you can roll your way back up. Okay, from here, just bend in your, let's say your right leg. Then bring your foot flat onto the floor. And try and have a little space in between your foot and your leg. Flex your left foot. If you want to be sat on a block, be sat on a block. Okay, you're going to lift your right arm up to the sky. And then reach the right fingers towards the left foot. Yes, I'm trying to mirror you here. And then we take the right hand just around your shin. That might be as far as you go. Maybe you're happy there. Or could you wrap your right hand around your thigh and then reach your left fingers forwards and take that around in a big circle to catch hold of your fingers. So you can always use a strap to catch hold of your fingers here if you needed to. But you're breathing in, lifting the head and chest up. Maybe your hands are here, this is good. Maybe your bum is on a block. And as you breathe out, this is an option now. Just see if you can come onto your left toes and then sit back onto onto your right toes. Sit back onto both sitting bones and lift the head and chest up. Just see how that feels there in your hip. And then we can lower the left foot back down. Release the hands. And now pick up your right foot with your right hand and pop your foot into the crook of your left elbow there. Yeah. And you're rocking your baby. Yeah, so this right arm goes around the leg and you're just rocking the baby there. Try and lift up lower back, middle back, upper back. Breathe in. And breathe out. Awesome, guys. So now from here, just catch hold of your right ankle with your right hand. That's enough. You can just wiggle your leg around if that's enough. Or take your left hand on the outside of your right foot and try and bring now your right shoulder inside that leg. This is enough. Or you can have your left hand flat on, right hand flat on the floor there, and then look underneath your armpit and just try and straighten the leg. Just see where you can go. Yeah, you're all going to get a stretch in a different place. So go as far as feels good. Maybe you're here, maybe you're here. Yeah, where do you feel the stretch? One more breath. And then release the leg down, give it a little shake out. Well done. Alright, so bending in the left legs, sole of the foot flat on the floor. You got a nice space in between the feet there. Yeah, so it's almost like your left heel is just on the outside of that left hip. Reach the left arm up, try and get that lift there. And then can you reach towards your right toes? Yeah. Then you could snuggle your arm around your left shin. This is enough. Being here, you can already feel that in the hip. If you've got further that you can go, wrap your left arm around your left thigh. Reach your right fingers forwards and then take them around your back. Maybe you could hold on to a strap here if you can't find your fingers. You're breathing in, lifting the head and chest up, and breathing out. So stay here, this is good. We'll come onto the toes of the left foot and then try and rock back onto the sitting bones. So it's just showing you all this work that we've done in our hips this morning. And then we can lower the left foot back down, release the hands, and catch hold of your left ankle with your left hand. Just pick the foot up, and then we'll slot that left foot into the crook of your right elbow. I think for most people this usually seems to be okay. And then take your left arm around your left knee, lift the chest up. Now try not to sickle this foot. Yeah, try not to let the ankle fall in. Flex the foot. Lift the head and chest up, rock your baby, your precious left leg. Feels nice in that left hip. It's a nice opening in the back as well, just in the lower back there. So this is good here. You're already getting a lovely stretch here. Otherwise, catch hold of your left ankle again with your left hand and take the right hand over the top of that left foot. And can the left shoulder snuggle inside that left leg there. Put your palm flat on the floor, fingers away to the side. Have a little look underneath your right arm. Maybe that's enough. Or maybe you can extend the leg, straightening the leg, twisting the chest towards the sky. Remember, each pose, you've got to find where's your limit, where's your place. Yeah, so it's being happy with that and knowing that there's a whole journey, a whole pathway to walk down into each pose. And then release and shake the legs out. Awesome, guys. Just last thing, bring the soles of the feet together, hands behind you. Try and tilt the pelvis forwards, lift the head and chest up, and then exhale, hands forwards, relax forwards. Forward folding, meant to be the most comforting of all of the poses. Yeah, so folding inwards, folding within yourself. Let your eyes close, breathe into any sensations. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Start to roll your way back up, and then you can keep the soles of the feet together, the knees open, and start to lay yourself down onto the mat. If you wanted to put the block back underneath your shoulder blades here, you could. You can have your arms up and over your head. If you imagine, if you're sat in your chair, working from home all day, then this is a great shape to go into, maybe halfway through the day. Just to counterpose all of that, sitting in dining room chairs rather than in your proper office chairs. And it's nice if you can, halfway through your day, just counterpose that seated position. Let your eyes close, let your face soften. If you want to take the block away, and if you want to just take your legs out to the sides into Shavasana, you can do that. But stopping where we started. And now your body is prepped and ready for the day. So if you've got some time and you can be there for a little bit longer, then you stay there as long as you need to. If you need to move, then you can start to bring movement into your fingers and into your toes. Deepening your breathing again. Next time you take that long deep breath in, reach the arms above the head and do that full body stretch. And then roll to the right side into that nice little fetal position. Keeping your eyes closed, carefully make your way up to seated to face the front and sit in any shape that feels good for you. Can let an inner smile start to shine at the thought of all the shapes that you made today. Maybe there was creaks and moans in your body. But your body is most definitely much happier to start its day now, and hopefully your mind is feeling strong and creative, ready to do whatever it is you've got planned for the day. Bring your hands to the heart center, thumbs into the chest bone, big breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Thank you so much for coming to practice today. Have a beautiful day. Namaste. It's a beautiful morning, guys.